Sadly, our brother Bidur is stuck in New Jersey with storms and flights. So sadly, we have me to fill in his large shoes. So we'll do our best. I thought we would do Hymn to Brahma, which is in the book. I don't know if everybody has a book. Maybe it's a beautiful temple song. And the Swamis maybe. Hymn to Brahma is a beautiful temple song. It's sung in India, and it has two interpretations of it, two ways of looking at it. One is it's a wonderful hymn to the Guru. To the Guru is beyond all limitation, and seeing his quality, divine qualities, to be a Guru, a true Guru. So this is one way to see it. And the other way is to look inward and see that our own consciousness is that. And so we can see our own reality through this song too. So Hymn to Brahma is in there. And we'll do the Sanskrit a couple times through, and then we'll do the English translation for those who are not really familiar with Sanskrit. So again, this is a beautiful temple song. Now we can do Brahma Vishnu Shanti. Thank you for the accompaniment, everybody. Would anybody else like to sing a song?
What happened to Bidur?
Yeah, I know you're.
far.
I know.
Too
I know.
far
I'm
away
so
to
sorry
the
he's not
next
here.
stage,
So. But anybody else would like to sing one?
Let me see if I've got a song here.
Because we have 5 minutes.
5 minutes, I can do one song.
Then Swamiji is gonna start his wonderful talk.
Yeah. Now you had Bhajji Raja Goma, that's an
Okay.
easy one.
Okie dokie.
Jimmy Cacabin.
Do you back out? What, you guys want to?
Oh,
wow,
we're just all about the rhythm
stop.
section, not singing.
My goodness.
Already the band is.
Anybody knows how to sing
We're
with me,
just
okay?
band members. Let's see.
Let me find this out. একবার বিরাজ কুমারী কমলা শালে একবার বিরাজ কুমারী কমলা শালে তোমার ভুবন করা রূপটি একবার দেখে নয়নে তোমার ভুবন করা রূপটি একবার দেখে নয়নে কমলা শালে একবার বিরাজ কুমারী কমলা শালে তুমি অন্নপূর্ণা শ্মশানে শ্যামা তুমি অন্নপূর্ণা শ্মশানে শ্যামা কৈলাসেতে উমা তুমি বৈকুণ্ঠে রমা তুমি অন্নপূর্ণা শ্মশানে শ্যামা কৈলাসেতে উমা তুমি বৈকুণ্ঠে রমা ধর বিরিঞ্চি বিষ্ণুরূপ সুজন্মার পাগলে ধর বিরিঞ্চি বিষ্ণুরূপ সুজন্মার পাগলে কমলা শালে একবার বিরাজ কুমারী কমলা শালে তুমি পুরুষ কি নারী বুঝিতে নারী তুমি পুরুষ কি নারী বুঝিতে নারী স্বয়ং না ভূষণ তাকি বুঝিতে
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We appreciate
And
it.
it is about saying, "Oh, Mother, please reside in my heart." So you probably all understood the meaning of it.
Bangla, beautiful sound.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So always very sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Transport.
There you go. There you go. Well, I'm glad I could do something nice.
So now we're at our point where we get.
Can I have this table?
Yes, I'm gonna give that to you. Which one? This one?
The small one.
This one small.
No,
Like
no, not the other one.
this one?
Not that one. One behind.
This one. I can give you anything you want. There we go.
We'll provide this one.
Now, do you want a finger?
Sure.
And so I wanted to welcome Swamiji here. He's taking his time to come. So is Swami Sarvashrayanandaji. And we had an amazing time so far this weekend. We were hiking all over the mountains, and from Red Rock all the way to Mount Charleston. So they definitely kept me going. And he's been really kind to come all this way from Trabuco to where he runs the ashram in Trabuco, and Swamiji's there also. So we thank them for taking the time. And Swamiji's talk is going to be titled Navigating Stress, right? So this is, wow,
It's stressed out.
perfect, perfect topic. So thank you again, Swamiji.
Of course, of course. Well, I have to admit, I am a little stressed out. Why? Because Argentina is playing right now. But guess what? I was just looking at Takur, and suddenly I realized, oh my God, these are Argentinian colors.
Yeah.
The flag is here.
Yeah.
So the J-Mark.
Right?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying these things to you.
It happens to everyone, Swamiji.
Well, this is life. Let's talk about this. Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashye Makshabhirya Chatra Steirangais Tushtubhagam Sastanubihi Vyashema Devahitanyadayuhu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, all gods, may we hear with our ears what is auspicious. O ye adorable ones, may we see with our eyes what is auspicious. May we sing praises to ye and enjoy with strong limbs and body the life allotted to us by the gods. Om, peace, peace, peace. But let's try to navigate the idea of stress. Do you have an idea what stress is?
Hurts my back.
Indeed, right? It's a universal human experience, no doubt about it. Mhm. And it affects our minds and, most importantly, our emotions. Mhm. The bad thing about it is that it's inevitable. Mhm. Why? Because it deals directly with the human constitution and our mind, which is, as you may know, raga, dvesha, likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes, you know what it is, right? Our personalities are shaped by our likes and dislikes. Vedanta, we say, I am that conscious being, right? But we tend to assert ourselves in the wrong way when we say, I am, and what? I am this. I am all the labels that I put upon myself. I am all the ideas that I feel. And we certainly know we are. And that is based on what? On our likes and dislikes. Think about it. Hmm? What are we? Just a bunch of likes and dislikes. The things that I am attracted to and things that I just want to stay away. Hmm? And that's what shapes our personality. And that's what we identify ourselves with. And that's who we are. Right? Um, Naturally, dealing with our daily affairs will bring about this constant fight between what we like and we dislike, affecting us deeply emotionally. Mhm. Uh, we will experience all sorts of disruptions that uh, will create patterns in our mind depending on how we deal with them. Mhm. The problem is that when we take things, or as Swami Shivananda says, when we take the fantasies of this world too seriously, it can really affect us deeply, and we can become slaves of our own emotions, um, affecting our mind to such a point where our minds are useless. You know, and it all started with our likes and dislikes. Mhm. So even us are subject to, us means monks, all of us. Nobody can escape this. Like, and therefore, we are all subject to experience stress. Stress is a shared human experience. I love one of the Thomas Merton. Do you know who Thomas Merton is? Thomas Merton is a Trappist American monk, and he left his body sometime in, I think, in 1968, if I'm not wrong. Um, I am of the belief that he was an amazing soul. He had such an understanding. To me, it's a huge source of inspiration. After Swami Vivekananda, you know, Thomas Merton is such a great mystic and a master of his mind, no doubt about it. Mhm. I quote him a lot because I really like him. He says that ours is a time of anxiety. Well, I was there is no time. In fact, because of time, we experience this. Stress is how we react to changes and challenges in our lives. So naturally, changes are an outcome of time. Mm? So it's been always like this. It's part of the human experience. Mm? Ours is a time of anxiety because we have willed it to be so. It's on us. It's our decision. I know it's hard to accept this. Mm? But we don't know how to navigate the stress. Mm? Anxiety is not imposed on us from the outside. We impose it on our world and upon one another from within ourselves. It's how we internalize the external world. It's how we become the external world, but taking it too seriously. We become what we meditate upon. I know that that's the basic idea when it comes to dhyana or meditation. There is a subject and object, but we are meditating all the time. If we pay attention when we become obsessed with certain thoughts, we can stop thinking about that. So much so that we internalize this to be part of us, and that's the danger. Stress is a human shared experience. I remember I discussed this topic also in San Diego, and one of our longtime devotees interrupted me and said, "Hey, Swami, I've been thinking about leading the type of life that you guys do. Because I have the idea and the belief that if I do that, what do you mean? What, renunciation? Oh, you want to be a monk, right?" I said, "Oh, well, not quite like that, but I know that all my problems will vanish, and I will be alive with so less problems and less stress." And I started laughing because I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so wrong there." Because you will have, by trying to lead our lives, you will have new problems, new challenges, and new sources of stress, right? Because trust me, doing what we do is not easy. Yeah, so we all experience this stress, and it's indeed inevitable. And the thing is, what can we do about it? When we are unable to accept the circumstances in our lives, the source of stress is because we are unable to accept globally or generally speaking the world as it is and for what it is. Have you noticed already that things are not perfect? That you can't have it all. You cannot have it all, right? I mean, you get one thing and you have to sacrifice something else. This is life. And to be able to accept how the world is, it's a huge challenge in us. But our inability to accept it is what causes stress. Having too much to deal with affects us mentally, emotionally, and physically. And due to these internal pressures and external demands. Internal pressures and external demands. We experience that all the time. Stress is the body's natural and automatic reaction to challenges and changes. body's natural and automatic reaction to challenges and changes, to threats, triggering a fight or flight response that releases hormones. It's a natural response. The hormones we all know, adrenaline and cortisol. Very scientific. Stress is the natural reaction to challenges and changes. Listen to that. Observe your lives. Close your eyes for a moment. In the last month, all the changes and challenges you had to face. And we experience both in our lives. But as you all know, stress is not always bad. It allows us to immediately respond to threats and survive. Somebody was the other day, I read one of the memes, and I'm sorry that I bring in these examples, but when you are watching a match and there is so much stress because so much tension, there is expectation that if not fulfilled, you're gonna have a heart attack. And so this meme was saying, "This is how I feel," and when I have to accept that I work best under pressure. I work best under pressure. I don't know if that's you. It's definitely me. In my life, I've been always so busy with so many things that I would never say no. I think I still do that. I make time for everything, and what I notice is that when I have a lot of time, it's not good for me. Right? When I have too much time, you have to be very extremely disciplined to make use of that, and be able to utilize it wisely. So sometimes we sort of work best under pressure, and that's the response we get from stress. We need it. What makes a soldier survive? That response. Otherwise, we give up. So it is important to take action, and stress is there for us to take action and also act efficiently, because there is only one way to do things. Just do it right. It also helps us stay alert and gives us a lot of energy. That's why when we are under pressure and when we are facing a challenge, we end up exhausted. We have so much energy that we have to focus, and get things done. So it's not always bad. When do you think it's bad?
When it makes you sick.
When it makes you sick. When it
makes you
affects.
question.
When it makes you crazy.
When it makes you crazy. Why not? Just say the way it comes. When it makes you crazy, when you are unable to deal with your emotions, your anxiety, your expectations. You can clearly see that it's rooted in desire. It's rooted in our wants. And we are wanting living beings. We want all the time. We can't stop wanting. And when we get obsessed with something, we want it so bad. And we do that to each other. We carry expectations, upon each other. I see that even in my own community. We have to deal with each other. Okay? Why is that?
Because you're humans.
Because we are human. Because we are human and because we all have our likes and dislikes.
Right.
Hello, welcome. We all have our likes and dislikes, so it's very challenging when it comes to human relationships that you have to, try to match. My like should be your likes. My dislike should be your dislikes. Doesn't happen all the time, right? So we have to deal with that very patiently. Mhm. So the problem is with the long-term stress, when we let stress stay with us for a long time. Mhm. That can lead to serious physical and mental problems. Mhm. So there is an author, he wrote a book. I really enjoy reading part of it. I did not finish the book. I didn't get the time. Maybe if I get the time here. It's called Desestrifying. Da Vinci. I don't know if you heard about it.
I'm sorry, Swami, did you say it one more time?
Desestrifying.
Oh.
It's a made-up word.
Mhm.
It's clearly made up word, but I like it. Desestrifying. Desestrifying. He defines stress, and he says stress is how we respond when our needs are not met. It's how we respond when our needs are not met. And we've been talking about this. Meaning, there is hope. We have the capacity to be alert enough and respond wisely to these demands. And our needs, when they are not met, we should know, because most of the time our needs are not met. It's all our things will not turn out the way we want. Sometimes they do, but we have to be ready for, the opposite. Argentina is winning.
He's got a second window.
Your stress just went down.
What did he play?
Argentina, he wants to win.
Switzerland.
I think
She
it
got
was
good there.
no worries.
Oh, okay.
So clearly, stress is how we respond when our needs are not met, and our needs are all over the place. We have to understand we are wanting people, living beings. Stress is universal because our needs are universal. Yet we all have our own way to how we respond to having our needs met, and how we respond when they aren't met. We all have our own way, and we have the capacity to choose. If we don't let ourselves, run by our emotions too fast, we have the capacity to say, wait a minute, I'm going to respond lovingly. I'm going to say nice words. I'm not going to get upset. Yet we all have our own way to how we respond, to having our needs met, and how we respond when they aren't met. It's our actions and responses to unmet needs that truly shape the way we live. We create patterns. They become habits. You know that. In our human relationship, we do that all the time. We have to, if we love, we have to stay so much alert. We can create toxic relationships if we don't pay attention to these. technology, as you know, this it plays a very important role these days. I don't know if you wear these gadgets that can tell you about the levels of your stress. Um, they are quite interesting. I get notifications all the time. I have to watch. Hey, watch out! You're crossing boundaries here. And what sometimes I notice that I don't feel stressed out, yet I know that I feel or that I am extremely busy, and I'm, so I guess it's the levels of my blood pressure. I don't know what the senses, but it's interesting. And sometimes I pay attention. Also, okay, chill, calm down. No need, right? Um, the world is constantly throwing demands and challenges our way, creating new needs and addictions. Thinking about technology, you know what social media is doing to us. Thank God I don't do social media, but I see that in people, with this Instagram thing, and I don't know what other social media are there, but they are very addicted. That creates demands and challenges because new wants are created. Oh, I should look this way. Oh, there is a way to change my face. Just like to look younger. So many demands and so many new challenges we face all the time. Have you ever expected that the world is going to turn this way? The technology is advancing so fast. I'm just, wow.
It's scary.
It's scary. The robots, the AI. And you can see that when we contemplate upon this, our likes and dislikes, our wants, how we react, our expectations, how we face these changes and challenges, um, how these affect our body, our hormones, etc. It's unavoidable. We can't escape this. If we think about it, what is life? Life means to interact with the world. Interacting with the world is something that it's natural. We can't run away, right? Or make stupid decisions. Yeah, well, sometimes, under certain states of mind, people think like, oh, I want to take a shortcut here. We'll have to come back and start where we left off. So the suffering and the facing these changes and challenges are inevitable. That's why we have to learn how to navigate the stress. Life means interacting with the world. We can't avoid interacting. We are alive, we are living, we are interacting. Life, by its very nature, involves constant interaction. Therefore, living is relating to each other with our needs and to the world. With our needs and with the world. From family to work, society and politics, we have to be perpetually engaged until we check out. This is life. When one has to interact with the world day after day, stress is inevitable. If one can find a harmonious, balanced way with their surroundings, no emotional stress is experienced. Now, this balanced way of living is basically accepting that the world is what it is. world is interactions, that we are subject to changes and challenges. When we accept this seriously, if you think about it, stress affects us less. Okay? If we know what to do at the right time, stress will affect us less. When we do something we like and enjoy, we don't seem to experience stress. Did you notice that? When we like something, we went for a hike today, were you stressed out? Maybe a little tired once we stopped, because for me, I could have kept going. The moment we stop, so when you enjoy doing something, there is no stress. However, you can't play video games all day.
No?
No.
We are in Las Vegas. You might like gambling, but there is some kind of idea about gambling and a stigma that you can cross under boundaries and will really affect your life. So you feel guilty. So even when you deal with your life, the things that you enjoy, stress might pop up somehow. From the sense of you feeling guilty about it, or you are judged by the society. As I said, we have to set boundaries to our lives also, because doing nothing or just playing video games and live with our parents, at the age of 30 something. Sorry for those that are in those circumstances. So we must find balance, no doubt about it. And balance counts when we make decisions. When one has to live in the world and relating with the world wisely. To be alive is to be relating, except in the case when we are in a coma or when we are sleeping. When we are in a coma, we are unable to relate, and so when we are asleep. But when we say I'm living, it clearly involves the fact that you have to interact with others. And because of that, there is no escape to this so-called stress. But we can keep ourselves safe if we learn to find an inner space, a safe space within us. The way to lead a harmonious way of life in the midst of all these challenges is to find an inner space. Do you know where I'm going? What is that?
Focus.
Inside. Understand what inside you is supposed to be more out.
Understand that involves discrimination, discernment. Good. What is that inner space? Say it. To go within. One has the capacity to live in harmony, and one needs to command enough space within to protect oneself from being an emotional victim of others. Others' disturbing actions and others' behavior. When we are at work and we personality, strong personality, and we have to deal with him. And, you know, that shouldn't affect us. I get that all the time from our devotees, you know. And this is something that we have to somehow get a strength from within. I will give you some tools later on. But one tends to believe that the problem is the outside, that we, put all the responsibility on somebody else's personality, or sometimes people complain to me that, my boss is speaking on me or picking on me, right? And he's bullying me. So, wow, that sounds like you are not having a good time. So I don't know what to do. I want to quit. He said, no, you can't quit. It's you. It's not him. It's how you respond. Okay? To his constant provoking or provocation. Stress arises when we lose inner distance. Not from engagement itself. When we lose inner distance, wherein external events, people, expectations are internalized as personal threats and failures. Therefore, we have to keep the external world where it is. We have to find that inner space and separate ourselves from what is triggering us. I know it's difficult, but we have to find this inner space. This will get clearer. I'm going to give you an example. When we allow situations to invade our inner space through unmet expectations, guilt, or emotional reactivity, we become emotional victims of others' behaviors. There is not such a thing as a stress. What there is the stressed person. The stressed person. The stress is in the mind that refuses to let the world be as it is. Oh, it's him, it's not me. See all these circumstances, my bad luck, etc., etc. If we are able to keep the external things where they are, external, we can respond to them objectively and dispassionately. What happens to us? We react immediately. However, more often than not, we allow them to affect us. We internalize those external situations. And instead of keeping them outside, they become us. And when they become us, we are in trouble. We have a huge problem. Even though the people and the objects and circumstances are external to our senses, some of them can become causes of concern, causes of frustration, making themselves present in our minds. When you open your eyes in the middle of the night, and one of those thoughts pop up, and you start thinking, and one thought leads to another, and another, you are trapped in a huge loop of worry. And how do you get out of that? So all these thoughts and external circumstances already made their way within us. And that's on us because we clearly left that gate open. So unfulfilled desires, demands, and expectations leave us hopeless, and that turns into frustration, and this becomes a permanent source of stress. As I said before, there is really not stress, but the stressed person. If relating to the world brings stress, we have no way out of stress because we cannot get away from the world in the sense we cannot stop relating or living in the world. Therefore, there is one way out. And what is that way out? I wonder. To discover certain space within us. To discover certain space within ourselves. While relating, while living, while interacting, in the midst of all these challenges and changes, to find this inner space while living, it's a must. I am not the roles I play. I am the conscious presence in which all roles arise. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I use the plural. Roles, not role. Because as a human being, I don't know if you know this, you play different roles and you're a different person depending on the role you play. You can be a parent, you can be a daughter, you can be a student, you can be a teacher, and you behave differently. It's funny because as a monk here and in India, I get so much respect. Oh my gosh, Swami. We are used to it. We play a role, and we are aware of it. We are human beings subject to stress, like any one of us, yet we play different roles, right? And we're also symbols. You should see how my sisters treat me. They don't see the Swami. You see? So I have to play the role of the brother, right? Or the uncle when it comes to my niece. And it's fun. It's very interesting. So I am the conscious presence in which all roles arise. Depending on the role you play, you are a different person. Sometimes as a disciple in front of my teacher, or even Swami Sarvashrayanandaji, we pay attention to how we behave, right? To our manners, etc. And when we are with a friend, we are casual. We are just, we relax. We all play different roles. But we have to understand we are not the role. We are the conscious presence where all roles arise. And I'm heading to that inner space. The path to a stress-free living begins recognizing that one is not the roles one plays. So when dealing with your employer, you have to be an employee. Dealing with a customer, you have to, or with somebody, you have to set boundaries. The world is like a jungle. Seriously, I don't know if you ever thought about it. It's not that if you are too goody-goody, you will be eaten up. So we have to show our teeth, set boundaries to people, we have to pay attention to our dignity, right? Otherwise, You know, we cannot just excuse ourselves. Oh, I'm so spiritual. You know, that is not a spirituality. Don't mistake that. Mhm. So we all play different roles, being the same person. As a mother, as a daughter, as a father, as a son, as a teacher, as a student. All these roles. Mhm. Do we behave the same way? Sometimes we have to adopt a specific role depending on the relationship. Mhm. So we assume different identities. But the I behind all the roles remain unchanged. Remains unchanged. Is it true? It's always you. The I remains unchanged. I am the son in reference to my parents. I'm a Swami before all of you. But if I remove my robes, and I go to Trader Joe with my pants, people will think, I'm just a regular person. And I behave like a regular person. But the real I, is always the same. Since I am different from the role, I can assume the status of any of these. Assumption of a given status is what we call a role. So, let us see this in an example. Suppose you are an actor. Swami Vivekananda talks about this. Let us play the role of a beggar. A is the actor who plays the role of B. A, the actor, plays the role of B, who is a beggar. This actor plays his role so well, even better than the beggar himself. What does an actor want?
Praise.
Praise, recognition, But he knows while playing his role, he's enjoying it. He knows how to play this so well. He even, cries and has all the emotional stuff. And we, the audience, we go like, oh my gosh. It's so real.
Give him money.
Yeah. It's so real. Deep within himself, there is a space where he knows, I am not a beggar. I am simply playing the role of a beggar. He knows that very well. He knows that he's on the streets, with drugs and homeless. He knows his home in West Hollywood is waiting for him. Right? So, at the same time, there is a space within the person. That's the space I am talking about. Regardless of all the roles we play in our interactions, regardless of all the changes and challenges we experience interacting in the world, because we are living, and living means interacting, we have to find that inner space where you know very well, I'm just an actor, not the role. We should know how to find that space. Are you the role? Just playing. And here is when we have to remember, we can't really take all the fantasies of the world too seriously. Things are going to pass. Things are going to change. We have to give our best, no doubt about it, as actors. We are given a script, right? We can't take this so seriously. It is the space of knowledge that is worked out by the awareness that the role is I, but I'm not the role. Within the beggar, when the beggar comes to the stage, the actor has to be there. When the beggar talks, the actor talks. The whole anatomy of the beggar is that of the actor. In other words, B, the role, the beggar, is A, but not otherwise. There is no compromise there. The actor is not affected by the beggar's suffering because he retains the awareness. B is definitely A, but A is not B. And that's where we have to pay attention. What is the I? What is the I? The conscious being. What is the nature of that conscious being? Satchit Ananda.
Bliss.
Ananda Swarupa. We are of the nature of bliss. So we have to remember this. We have to assert the conscious being present all the time, beyond time. Time is what makes us experience changes and challenges. But the I is ever present, unchanging, the witness of all these changes. Oh boy, there is so much to share. We already lost one. So far, is it clear? So far, is it clear? What is the
I
solution?
will have some questions
Yes.
for later.
We are losing another one.
Lost another one.
Who is here?
I know.
You want to go with the question?
Yeah, so we talked about the stress being something you like and you dislike the least. But you might have some skaras or upbringing or things that you have been taught. This is not the right way, this is not, so it's sort of ingrained in it, the judgment. So how do you allow that judgment to go away, that you could clean your mind and say, I'm separate?
By
Because
becoming
you're
aware of
already
it.
in there.
By becoming aware of it.
That's very hard. Because you just, kind of ingrained in it from day one that this is how it should be.
I know, but if by your life experience you understand otherwise, or you just want to experience that in a more harmonious way, allowing ourselves to make your own decisions and not just going by what you were told or some scholars, it is on us. We have the free will, actually, the capacity to make those changes before it's too late, before it affects us deeply and becomes slaves of our emotions. So we have our likes and dislikes, emotional disturbances that affect us. That is unavoidable. But how deeply those emotional disturbances will affect us, we have the capacity to stop them before it's too late. When these emotions turn into hatred, or deep worry, it affects us so much that transform our personalities. So we have the capacity and the free will to say stop. For that, we have to remain aware. We have to remember what we truly are. Okay, that we are not the role. We are simply playing the role as an actor. So, just like in the case of an actor, this happens to us in our real life, in all the roles we play. So even though stress is something that we cannot avoid, it's something that we can prevent. How much we're going to be affected by that? That we have the capacity and the free will. So let me talk about how to deal with that. So here, as you can see, the Vedantic view, right, is to assert the witness.
Did you say
Assert the witness. The witness is who you truly are, the conscious being. You are the self. You are present here and now. You are aware of your presence. Are you not? You are aware of your existence. Are you not? That awareness is what you truly are. And that awareness doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't go anywhere. Think about it. It's always present. Even in your dreams, sometimes you're aware of what's going on. Some people are like, oh my gosh, I'm dreaming. Right? That conscious being, which is awareness, is what we truly are, nothing else. And that is not subject to time. It's always present. It's always here and now, and we can always call upon that and be reminded of that awareness, of that witness. I'm just playing a role. How do you do that?
How do you stay aware?
How do you stay aware?
Focus.
Yes, how do you come back to yourself?
Like you said yesterday, you could use something. It's in a way where you could use something, a person or a love to come back to constantly.
Okay,
Mind
so
killing.
I'll give you. So how? Okay,
Yeah.
remember something that is very important. In your spiritual life, you should be able to customize your spiritual practices.
Yes.
It's very important. Okay, what sometimes the guru, the teacher, gives you some tools. You have to understand the essence of the tool so that you can customize that in your daily life. Okay, if the goal is to stay focused, concentrated, alert,
Aware.
find your ways. The usual Zen example: I'm doing the dishes. I'm doing the dishes.
Just focus on the action that
You
you're
focus
doing.
on the action.
Yeah.
What is the secret? You are with yourself. You are with yourself. You are with your God. You can practice this by repeating your mantra, or simply saying, I am here. You have your senses. You can feel the sponge in your hands. Right? You can even get the sense of the smell of that, the aroma of that detergent. Right?
Yeah.
What are you? Ask yourself, where am I? Am I here? What am I thinking? Or you are within yourself and thinking, oh, are you doing the dishes? Where are you? So the question is, always ask yourself, where am I? I know we were taught, like, who am I? I'm going there, getting there. First thing first, ask yourself, where am I? Your bodies could be here, but your mind may not be. And in order to be with yourself, to stay alert and aware of your own presence, as the witness, you have to be here. Where am I? The answer is, I'm here. I mean, as I listen, I process everything you say and try to make sense of this. I even try to bring these different examples, right? Where am I? I'm doing the dishes. When you do the dishes, the goal is that the dish should be clean.
Do it with love.
Do it well.
Now,
I do the dishes with love.
oh my
I
gosh,
do the garden.
you are opening the topic for tomorrow.
Oh,
Love, yeah.
Come back again.
Because you are present, you are alert, you are with yourself, you are letting that natural nature, your own nature is flowing. You are of the nature of love. So when you are present, doing things consciously, inevitably you are letting your own nature flow. And that is your love. That's why when you are present and doing these things consciously, you experience peace. Didn't you notice that? If you are a painter or an artist, you are immersed, in your own business, saying, every detail of every stroke you do, or you make. You're so immersed in your own world. You're so present. Nothing really exists except that. Why do people love that? Because it's peace. You get into the flow of the present moment. That's the secret. That's all what spiritual life is all about. To be with ourselves. As easy as that. So how can you not love this? Dealing with a world that is constantly changing, that is giving us constant challenges, due to our likes and dislikes, our expectations, stress, tension, is going to happen to us. But if we stay alert, and discern before it's too late, we can find that inner space, and just separate ourselves. If there are things I cannot change, I must accept it. If there are things that I can change, I have to apply effort, no matter what. I was hiking today and I was with Vicky, and I was telling, the more you do this, the more you enjoy it, the more pain you feel. It is so painful, yet when you just get into that flow, you don't want to stop. In the same way, you make a decision. You want to keep hiking? You want to stop and give up? Things can change due to your own effort. So you either make a decision. If you cannot change things, you have to accept them. Oh my gosh, I broke my ankle. I can't keep going. You guys have to go. Right. Otherwise, you make a decision. You apply effort so that you can change things. If you cannot change things, acceptance is the way. Do you have any questions? Let me try to wrap it up. We have to find our inner space. Now, the stress is due to changes, and that is part of nature. We have to accept that we live in the world that is ruled by laws. We can't change that. Therefore, acceptance. Likes and dislikes are unavoidable. We all experience likes and dislikes. Even the saints, you know. Even Shiva likes only white flowers and Krishna likes cream. Sri Ramakrishna, when you study his life, you will know that this man was so picky. He was Sri Ramakrishna. Swami Vivekananda liked chocolate ice cream. We all carry on our lives with our likes and dislikes. Even me as a Swami, I do this with my personality. My likes and dislikes. I learn to manage them. Sometimes I just go with preferences. Because we cannot get too, rigid. You gotta be flexible. Oh, it's there, it's there. It's not there. It's not there. It's fine. So we have likes and dislikes, which is called raga. Raga gives you happiness. Dvesha gives you sorrow. Happiness are conforming situations. The situations that are conducive to your likes, because they're going to give you happiness. Non-conforming situations will give you sorrow, which is centered in your dislikes. Clear? Now, life, unfortunately, is not in conformity with our likes and dislikes. Like his life is not going to ask you, what would you like? Life is for all of us, right? And we have to adapt to life because they are laws. And sometimes we think like, oh, it's me. But we are all involved here. We don't think about that we all have our likes and dislikes, and we have a collective like and dislike. And so it goes. Life is a mixture of conducive situations and non-conducive situations to happiness and misery. Life is a continuous confrontation, and there is unpredictability. We all have our likes and dislikes. It's like everyone's life and behavior are going to be governed and ruled by our likes and dislikes. Therefore, most of the time in our life, we will have to be dealing with non-conforming situations. Most of the time. And keep complaining about Donald Trump, or I don't know what's going on in Iran, or what's going on with Russia.
Even if Belgium wins.
Yeah.
Oh no, Switzerland!
Checking the Twitter.
We have to accept it. Switzerland wins.
Ramakrishna. Don't change it.
That's awesome.
Non-conforming situations are not avoidable. Right?
50-50 chance.
Yeah. Messi is the big country.
All right.
So, likes and dislikes are unavoidable. Non-conforming situations are unavoidable. Emotional disturbances are unavoidable. But what we can avoid is to become emotional slaves. And there is only one way to do it, by staying alert. Number one, viveka, discrimination. Don't fall into slavery. Make decisions before it's too late. For that, we have to stay calm always. Don't overreact. Don't react. Act wisely. make a sankalpa, a strong suggestion or a suggestion that I will always, you know that this works, right? Other suggestions, sometimes they call it,
Hypnosis.
yeah, what is hypnosis? I will always stay alert. That no emotional disturbances, the results of my likes and dislikes will affect me. Are going to happen, no doubt about it, but I cannot afford to become a slave. Mhm. You can disagree with somebody, but you cannot allow that disagreement to grow into hate. Mhm. You can also, another tool that we have is Pratipaksha Bhavana in Sanskrit. Pratipaksha Bhavana, what it means is to counteract, a negative thought with a positive one. And this is something that we practice. Patanjali discusses this. Swami Vivekananda also talks about it. Counteract your thoughts. Mm. How do you think we can do that? Generating positive thoughts, dharmic thoughts. Mm. There is a way that I myself apply in my life, and it's very effective. You and I experience the same thing. We have the same needs. We have the same wants. All we want is to be fulfilled. We are desperate. In that desperation, we do our best due to our degree of our ignorance or the degree of our knowledge. As a result, we all have our limitations. When you do that, as if you can forgive, forgive yourself because we all have our limitations. But others also are desperate. In their ignorance, they just do the best they can. Right? So what we generally do is we go critical, we criticize, we judge, we pass judgment. What we don't know is that man or that woman is desperate. He wants to be loved. He's looking for love, for fulfillment, just like I. That's an easy way to counteract these feelings like, oh my gosh, I can't live with this man. We are not a match, clearly. Right? That's how we do it. Mm-hmm. And we are all doing our best. Mm-hmm. Then satsanga. Satsanga is not only this. Is hanging out with people that are doing in the same kind of lifestyle, or being around good character people. Satsanga is also being around teachers and their teachings. Satsanga is allowing yourself to give yourself that moment, that space, that time to hang out either with Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, by contemplating upon their teachings or their lives. Right? And it's something that we can also do to create that atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Also, we can use prayer or supplication. Mm-hmm. Oh Lord, I must remain strong. Please give me the strength to avoid emotional slavery, to react. Mm-hmm. Give me the strength so that I can avoid becoming a slave of my emotions, dealing with our daily stress. Now, Vedanta deals with the fundamental problem of humanity, that is mortality. Mortality comes from time. We are subject to time. We are subject to change. And what was the stress? how the natural reaction to changes and challenges. The root cause is the fundamental problem of humanity, our mortality. Now, what is the opposite of mortality?
Live forever.
Immortality.
Immortality.
Immortality. What is the solution to mortality? Immortality. What is immortal?
Atman,
The self.
Brahman, no.
The
Us.
self. So let us try in our daily life to find that inner space so that we can be good actors, get Oscars, all the awards and recognition. But don't become the role, okay? We use all the tools we have. We can stay alert, practice discrimination. Oh, this is natural. This is going to happen. It's bound to happen. I cannot run away from pressures and stress and anxiety. Yet, I can make my decision before it's too late. Is it clear? That's how we navigate the stress in Vedanta. It is something that we have to accept. We all experience it. It's also our choice. Sometimes, life gives you surprises. And sometimes it's our choice and what feels right, I know this is going to be you can run away from a challenge, right? You can say, it's not my business. That happened to you. Bye. But sometimes we can't do that. We have our heart. And we feel for others. And it may not be your problem, but sometimes you make a decision, I'm going to get involved. And you're going to suffer. That's okay. I'm willing to pay this price. Okay, those are decisions we make. And we all experience that in different degrees, right, in life. Any thoughts? Anything you want to share?
So one thing I was just thinking and kind of practicing, I was thinking that the amount of time we spend worrying things, being upset, anger, if we could just take that time and just pray to God, we probably reach God. We spend so much time in this useless thing that doesn't get us anywhere.
Well, our natural, that constant, it's because, wait a minute, stop. Why are you here? Meaning, why are you in this condition? Was this your choice? Was this something that you could have avoided, yet you didn't? So if you are at peace with your own decisions, you have to pay the price. And that's okay. For that, yes, prayer, okay, I offer this to thee. So that you can give me the strength, not to worry too much. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. I will just have to give my best, or give my contribution according to my limitations. Sometimes giving too much is as good as giving too little or nothing. So we have to give the right amount so that people give value to it. If you give too much, people won't give value. It's too easy. It's as good as giving too little. Always what is right. Life is full of challenges, and even monks, we can't escape them. Sometimes we have to work with ourselves. All the time. We have to work with ourselves. We have to confront ourselves and think about it, Oh, my lives are going too far. It's not about me, it's about us. Therefore, relax. You know, imagine when you are involved in the world and you have to, so many pressures, you know, you have to pay the bills, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's a lot, really. So always remember, and this is a very practical tip, that we are awareness, the awareness, you know, in playing all these roles. When we come back to ourselves, seriously, I'm very, all problems are solved, truly. When we come back to ourselves, to our present moment, when we realize we are not nothing but the witness, you know, we are not either the Karta nor the Bhakta, you know, all that the Gita says, everything is like, oh my God, why do we're all gonna die anyway.
True.
Let me live my present moment in Ananda. Ananda. My nature is Ananda.
That's a good suggestion. Very good.
Okay? So always remember, we are playing roles. We are not the role. Okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ji ki Jai. Jai Mahamai ki Jai. Jai Swamiji Maharaj Ji ki Jai Shri Durga Mai Ji ki Jai.
Let me give coming
Any
attractions
comments?
quickly.
Any questions?
Questions, comments?
So good. Thank you so much.
Swamiji, you should have been a psychiatrist. You would have.
You should do this for me.
Seriously.
My niece
Kind of
says
does.
Seriously.
2% of the company.
There you go. Seriously. So good.
So
glad to enjoy.
coming attractions tomorrow morning, we're gonna be hiking one more last time. We're gonna go up to the ski,
Oh.
no, Mount Charleston is actually quite nice in the morning. So we're gonna go to the ski, Lee Canyon Ski Resort. And we'll take the lift up so you don't have to kill yourself. And we're gonna just enjoy and we can walk back down later.
Is there
if
snow
you guys
up
want.
there? No.
No.
But
Although,
it's online.
Yeah, I
Buy
heard-
tickets online, don't go by there. If you buy tickets online, you get a credit back.
okay, cool. But I've heard that tonight they're having some music
Oh,
there.
yeah,
And they're
something going on.
putting the machines on, the snow machines.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
make it snow on everybody there.
Let's go.
So that's kind of cool.
Yes,
So we're-
do that.
So we're gonna leave here, we're gonna leave here, yeah. We're gonna leave here at 8 a.m. and get up there. When we get up there, I think it's about an hour drive. That's a little further than what we do when we go to the cathedral. Yeah, to cathedral. But so that's, you're all invited to that. We're gonna, that sounds like actually a lot of fun. It's a brand new trail. Vicky told us about it, and they just opened it up, so it's all within that ski lodge thing. So I think, there's options for people who don't want to hike up and down the mountain, can take the ski lift up and down. And those who want to just play up there. And then, of course, those who really want to have the exercise and so on, they can do both up and down, or whatever they want. We'll see what energy I've got from this
Take a
weekend.
hiking stick though. if you're going.
Yeah, hiking sticks.
Yeah, I don't think we have any hiking sticks.
Okay, I'm good.
Just take a regular stick.
It's kind of like surfing otherwise. So that's that. Tomorrow evening, same time, same channel. We're going to be 5 p.m. We have Swamiji doing the Arti like he did today. And we do have Chet chanting for us tomorrow. And if you're going to be here, if anybody wants to sing any other Bhjans, they're welcome to do that. And I will graciously and happily step away from the harmonium. And then Swamiji's going to do a talk on understanding love, which is really kind of what he hinted at. And that starts at 6 o'clock. So we should have a lot of fun tomorrow. Sadly, the final day, this has really gone quickly, hasn't it? This 3 days.
It's true. I'm okay. I'm enjoying my present.
Yeah. So he really didn't, he had no idea we had nature like we have here. He had no idea.
Actually, no, I wasn't really aware that, wow, what a beautiful place.
Has he ever seen Lake Mead? No?
No, that's not gonna happen. It's too
Not
hot down there
hot.
right
We
now.
have these ideas.
It's
Oh,
hot
Las
there right now.
Vegas, the Sin City,
Later
all the
on.
ones to go.
But he does want to see, we actually do want, I thought we would want to go and see the Brahma temple, which is in front of the Sisters Palace, believe it or not. But I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to make that. We can't do
No.
both at the
Next
same
time.
time.
Next time.
Next
We're
time,
going to the lake.
LA is the lake.
It's in front of the Sisters Palace.
Yeah.
Oh, they built it right in the center.
Yeah, we've been
Or
there.
you can take
We
it
were
up
there.
to Skywalk
Restaurant.
at,
Gordon Ramsay.
Skywalk out by Grand Canyon. The Skywalk.
Oh, yeah,
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 it's
everybody
far
loves to do
away.
that.
Oh, that would be fun.
So we'll figure it all out. We'll figure it all out. But
Next time.
But we have coming attract. I have to announce this. I think you guys will enjoy this. We did book Swami Sarvashrayanandaji.
Oh, wow.
So, however, we tried to get him kind of earlier, like April or May of 2027, because he's booking for 2027. He's
Oh,
a very popular man. And that didn't work out because of previous commitments. So we did get him for the second week of September, this weekend, the whole weekend we have him, next year. So it's going to be the 10th, 11th, and 12th. But what's really cool about it is we're booking him into the Mount Charleston Lodge for the whole weekend. So you guys will be able to book rooms. You'll be able to get tickets for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with Swamiji. Hiking.
So you're going to do the lecture there itself?
Yeah, everything will be up there. Everything will be up there. It's good. And he's so excited about it. So that was one of the big selling points of
Would you send out the email?
it's gonna be, I'm tying up all of these things, so not only will we have the email,
The cabins fill up really fast.
we're not gonna have cabins because they're remodeling them, the rooms at the lodge.
Oh, at the lodge.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
so and there's 60 rooms there, by the way, so you wanna book your room quick. As soon as I send this out, you guys should book your
We
rooms.
also have like an outdoor lecture thing, so I don't know if that's what you were thinking.
Well, no, there's an inside room, which I just took pictures of, which is beautiful. It's got a big tree in the middle and it's really nice. And 200 people can fit in there, which is really perfect. And he's already promoting it to people in New York and they're already calling me and wanting to come. People will be coming from all over from this. So we really need to, you guys can drive there and back, although you're coming from the opposite side of the world. So you might want to consider getting a room. Get a room, you can afford it.
Wait, there
They're
are
cheap.
60 rooms, you got people coming from there, they need rooms.
Although there's different things. And by the way, from what I'm understanding is the new lodge will be open by then too. I was talking to them. So obviously we wouldn't be able to afford, we're trying to keep this in a budget for all the devotees so they don't have a really expensive thing. But the new lodge should be open and they're renovating the cabins. So I don't know if they're gonna be open or not, so.
Same location?
Yeah, same location. But right now, this is called the retreat at Mount Charleston. So that's the distinction. So, so they're all excited and working with their staff. They're lovely, amazing
You'll
people.
let us know when you're done.
I will let you know. We already have, I've already
penned.
penned, they already are holding that weekend for us. That's not a problem. So, and it, like I said, we really want, and they're opening up, like you guys do too, they're opening up their center at the end of, you're trying to get out of here. They're trying to open up the center. They open up their center at the end of September.
Okay.
So we got them. And that should be a good weekend, by the way. It's the weekend after Labor Day.
Yeah, it'll be good.
So the weather should be nice. So,
Yep. It'll be good.
I don't think I'll be here, you guys, but you guys.
but we're gonna do other things. We've got other plans. I was talking about doing a multi-Swami event up there at some point. So we can have
Yeah.
Sarvashrayanandaji,
Around Christmas.
Swamiji, all the all-star.
I wish I had more people in Chabuco to organize retreats like this,
Yeah. To hold it there.
to hold it
Yeah.
to be organized.
Yeah,
Once
that's
you move
what
in,
we
no, but
have.
in his
That's a
area.
very nice facility.
But I was telling him, I appreciate it because sometimes we Swamis think like, oh, we have to do everything. But we can only do as much as we can,
Right.
and we have to be able to work with devotees, and they can take the lead and organize the things. But, finding places like you're doing is great. It's
It's
awesome.
kind of easier for me here because I know everything about
Devotees there
vacation.
that can arrange things, no?
Yes. I think I would have to just make a call and have a meeting and just do something about
That's
it.
a good deal.
Do you have rooms you could rent?
No.
Unfortunately, not.
No, they're not allowed.
There are hotels nearby,
Okay.
but you know, a room a night is over $100. Eventually, or 80 something maybe. We can get a deal, you know.
You gotta have a deal.
Yes.
But one of the things we wanna do though,
There you go.
one of the things we really
Oh
need to
yes, that's
Camp out
they're
there.
probably going to be the bathrooms.
We do.
One of the whole point of this though is not just to make a big event up there, is to feed that back into the center and create more activity here. So we really, maybe we need to work together as a team on how to get this place going, because it's given to us by Thakur, and we want to have as many swamis coming and so on
Yes.
through here. I've got another very interesting announcement. I'm not going to make it until I actually ink it, but we mentioned it a little bit. So not only do we want to have male swamis, but we want to have female
Yeah.
swamis too. So we're going to try to get things going. We're going to try to, yes, of course. So we're going to try to get that going. And Swami Atmavit is the first Wednesday of next August.
Okay.
That's the 5th, I think. So you know that. And then we'll figure out if you guys want me to do something in August for, the rest of July and August here, if you want us to shut it down and me just do pujas
It's
here.
so
You
hot.
tell me if nobody's going to come for the talks or anything, then we will just suspend it.
Yeah, wait till September.
Well, let's see what everybody says. So I'll try to put out a message to everyone and see what they think. Yeah, because I'm only here to do what you guys want. That's all. All righty. So thank you, Swami, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
We're gonna have dinner now.
Now food. Oh, by the way, we do have flowers, but there's some burnt out candles. So let me fix this.
No, that's Switzerland has scored, so it's good.
There are some flowers to be put out. So hang on one second, though. Thank you all.
You say